Throughout the entire narrative of the Israelites conquering the land of Canaan, it is quite clear that it is the Lord that gives. It is the Lord that makes strong. It is the Lord that actually does all of the work for the Israelites. It's not the Israelites winning the battle. It's quite clear that it's the Lord winning the battle on behalf of the Israelites. Hopefully, you've seen that in the first part of Joshua. Now that we're in this part of the Israelites, Joshua, the Lord through Joshua distributing the land to all of the Israelites, we see yet again that it's the Lord that is giving the land to the Israelites, and it's the Lord that is going to make them strong. Even when they are not able to totally take over the land. Deuteronomy 7:22 kind of forecasts what is going to happen in the promised land and says that the Lord will give the land to the Israelites little by little. So look up Deuteronomy 7:22 and you'll see even some of the directions that the Lord gives for how the Israelites are to operate themselves in this way. So it's little by little, and at the end of the day, it's the Lord that's giving them the land, and it's the Lord that is giving them is making them strong. Now, we have looked at the allotment to the people, to the tribes of Manasseh and Ephraim, and we have a little story here in verse 3. We have a man by the name of Zelophehad, and he had only daughters. Now, in the ancient Near East, when property would only be transferred to through the male, so he only had women, he only had daughters, and so the great problem was, are we not going to get our inheritance? But yes, they are. He had only daughters, and here's their four names right there. And they approach Eleazar the priest. They approach and they make claim on the promises that were given to them. And Joshua the son of Nun and the leaders said, the Lord commanded Moses to give us an inheritance along with our brothers. Moses promised this. And so Joshua and the elders give the daughters of Zelophehad the land that was promised to them. And notice they did it according to the mouth of the Lord. He gave them an inheritance. Again, we go back to the idea that God is the one that is giving the Israelites the land. And it's not only God that's giving Israel as a whole the land, God is actually giving particular tribes their land and is even giving the various clans and fathers' households. He's giving it to families, giving it to particular people. God is giving them what they have. And notice these daughters of Zelophehad were bold enough to say, the Lord has promised this. Give it to me. And the Joshua and the leaders listened to him. How much more should we come to the Lord and saying, Jesus Christ has purchased this for me. Jesus Christ died on the cross. All the benefits of salvation is mine. The promises of sanctification is mine. The promise that I will be less selfish is mine. The promise that I will be more loving is mine. That we should go and say, please, Lord, give me those fruits of the Spirit. We should go and ask the Lord to give us these things. Then we have more description of the territory of Manasseh. Encourage you to watch the last video or look in the back of your Bibles, and most of them will have a distribution of the promised land there for you, a map to look at. Verse 12, though, we have this phrase, yet the people of Manasseh could not take possession of those cities, or particular cities they could not take possession of. But the Canaanites persisted in dwelling in that land. Again, remember Deuteronomy 7:27 or 7:22, that the Lord would give the Israelites the land little by little. It is the Lord giving it to them in the right time, and the Lord gives it to them as they are strong enough to actually take it and control it. So verse 13, when the people of Israel grew strong, again, it is the Lord that gave them strength, and it is the Lord that then caused them to be able to rule over the Canaanites. Remember, this is the punishment that the Canaanites had deserved for being in rebellion against God, forever, or for at least 400 years, if not more. I encourage you to watch some of the older videos to see me talk through that. Verse 14, then the people of Joseph spoke to Joshua, saying, why have you given me but one lot and one portion as an inheritance, although I'm a numerous people? There's a lot of us, and you're only giving us one lot. That's not fair. Again, we need to be reminded that it is the Lord that is allotting the land. And Joshua essentially is telling them, you are a strong people. They're even saying the hill country is not enough for us. But Joshua says, if you're a numerous people, go up by yourselves to the forest, and there clear ground for yourselves in the land of the Perizzites and the Rephaim, since the hill country of Ephraim is too narrow for you. Joshua is saying, if it's not enough for you, you're pretty strong. Go get it yourself. Go take it. There's nobody stopping you from taking it. Do you just want us to give you easy land? Oftentimes we can be so discontent with what the Lord has given us and said, oh, the things that I'm in charge of, it's just too hard. The tasks I have, the kids I have, the husband I have, oh, these are just, my lot in life is so difficult. But I think we hear the admonition, go get the land. But again, we're not focusing on ourselves to be able to do it. We focus on the strength of God to give it to us. We see that they're complaining about the chariots of iron and everything. And again, Joshua says, you are numerous people and have great power. You shall not have one allotment only, but the hill country can be yours too. You just got to go and take it. And then here is an attitude for us to adopt. You shall drive out the Canaanites, though they have chariots of iron and though they are strong. And why are they going to be able to drive out these Canaanites that are in the hill country? Is because God is not only giving them the land, God is actually going to cause them to be strong enough to take the land. Folks, we've got to embrace that as well. Is that the Lord has given us certain things to be in charge of. God has given us certain things that we should be ruling over and doing it well, taking care of our house, taking care of our families, taking care of the various job responsibilities that we have. God has given that to us. And not only will He give that to us, He will also give us the strength to run out the chariots. He will give us the strength to actually be good stewards over those gifts and inheritance that He has given us. Pray that's been a blessing to you. I'll see you in the next video.